Much like Santa Claus stuffs stockings, Richie Saunders stuffs stat sheets. The BYU junior truly does do it all, and he does it with relentless renewable energy. Does it night after night as well. Indeed, he's a true Iron Man. Since stepping onto the BYU campus, the Cougars have played 77 games, and Richie has seen the floor in all 77. And tonight, he's back for his annual appearance inside Studio C. Please welcome back Richie Saunders.
How we doing, man? You get the hot seat.
You got it. So I just mentioned that number. I'm not sure you heard it before you came in. You've played all 77 games that BYU's played since you've come onto campus. So I
don't think so.
What about the value of that, Coach? The fact that he answers the bell every night.
I mean, let's back up. The guy played through a bloodied red headband.
He did have a blood-soaked headband.
I think everybody looking at me weird. I didn't even know I was bleeding.
But no, it just kind of speaks to who he is. You know, he's a guy that, like you said, you nailed it, just relentless. I think that's the best word that describes him. So for me, it's a huge luxury to be able to have a guy like that brings it every night. And as I often say, we just mentioned it. And by the way, shoots 40 from three, which is a rarity. So we're lucky that he's on our squad.
And almost 50 from the field. So right before you came in, we saw the Dallin Hall feature, and Dallin and other guys like yourself were wondering what to do with the coaching change. When Coach Young came in, what do you recall from those first interactions, and how at ease were you with the direction of the program that you felt, yeah, I'm going to stay a Cougar?
Yeah, that was a really hard time. Me and my wife, it was just a time where we just came together and came with God and just what in the world are we going to do? I put a lot of trust in Brian Santiago and the administration, but ultimately we were in the portal. And then, sure enough, Coach gets hired and gets on the phone with me right away, and it was instantly okay, just clear that he's a professional at what he does, and just helped show how he can improve my game. Just with those film sessions, I remember being in the airport on my way to Guatemala and talking to him on the FaceTime. But just it just came, just a little bit of a push. I trust him. And it's now however many months later, it's awesome. I love it. Me and my wife are so happy that we're here.
What do you recall about those first interactions?
Yeah, it was interesting. What I was sharing with him was he was talking about him and his wife having to be prayerful about their decision. Me and my wife just had to do the exact same thing a couple days and weeks prior, right, to make a huge life decision of our own, right? And so I kind of shared our experience, and just trust in that was kind of a common ground that we had. And then the thing that stood out to me above anything with him was, how are we going to win? That was the first thing he asked. Then he asked, okay, what's my role going to be, this and that. But he started with how are we going to win? What's your plan to help us win? And so that competitive nature was something that was music to my ears, and then the rest kind of took care of itself.
How would you describe the process, Rich, of settling in with new coaches and new teammates here this season?
Yeah, first off, there's so many good people in the gym. But it was hard, right? A lot of new people, and everybody's trying to figure out who each other is, and what everybody does.
What languages everybody speaks?
No, exactly, right? But we just got really specific, especially in the summer, of just what are we going to do on offense and defensive end as well, and we just build on it. And with the talents that we have in the gym, the people, there's good people on this team and in the on the staff, with the good people, it happened. A lot of hard work, but it happened Like I feel like pretty well.
And pretty quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I brought up earlier the headband, what determines whether you're going to wear the headband or not? Because it hasn't been an every game thing for you for 77 games. Most games, I think it feels like it has been. But what's the determining factor there for you?
Okay, first up. Yeah, we got 3 people right here in the front. I don't know if you can show them or whatever.
We got the headband crew.
We got some headbands in there. Yeah.
There we go.
Which is awesome.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Man, that's I looked over. I was like, that's awesome. You know, like it's my freshman year. I didn't wear one. I don't know if you remember, but I had the short hair, and you know, like my beautiful wife just kind of nudged me a little bit to.
This is Sierra.
Maybe,
Sierra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is she here tonight,
That's
by the way?
my wife. Yeah.
Is she here?
Oh, she is. She's out there in the back.
There we go.
No headband? Come on. Why aren't you wearing the headband?
Oh, she gave me a little nudge. Said maybe try growing out your hair, and because of that, I needed to be able to see. And that's where the headband came from. And now it just like it gives me superpowers and all that. So it's cool.
If the hair goes short, the headband goes away, but you don't want the headband to go away, do you?
No, sir. So
It's going to stay the way it is.
yeah, I think so.
Okay. Does it work for you, Coach Young?
Yeah. That's a real question.
You know, so quick backstory. So my brother has lived in this community for a long time. So when I decided to take his job, he said, man, Richie Saunders is going to be your favorite player. He plays just like you when you played. So I rocked the headband a little bit myself.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay. I didn't know that.
There's a lot of commonalities.
We got to find some pictures now.
Commonalities going on here. But the other thing, going back to the toughness, we failed to mention, I think you played the next game in San Diego, not only with the headband, with staples under the headband as well. So, you know, it's a dual purpose thing. Keeps their hair out and keeps the staples.
Strictly utility, you know?
By the way, I remember, I was like, how did that happen? Do you remember how it happened? What happened in that game?
I just, offensive I went up for a rebound. The guy came down and just elbowed me in the head. It's just like, I felt it instantly, but I didn't know, I didn't know if it was bleeding, but somebody showed me a picture.
Yeah, we saw you running up the floor like, well, that's a problem. Yeah, but that was all right. Impressions of this team at 7-2, Rich. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, we've grown a lot. That's what it is. It's just about growth, and we've done that. We've had to learn hard lessons, but you know, we have learned. I also feel like, you know, it's easy to get down after, say, we lose in Providence. It's a really hard loss. Like, it's easy to get down and feel sorry for yourselves and to be the sad dog or whatever, you know. But it's been cool to see, like, especially leading up to yesterday's game, like how that wasn't the case. Like we're here to win. We're here to get better. Get better in order to win. And you know, like I think that's the mantra I've seen so far.
Before the break, Coach Young, real quickly, it's your first season of the Big 12, but it's not his. The value of having guys like him and Dallin, Trev, who've been through that conference war already.
Yeah, no, I mean, I bring it up a lot in a lot of our film sessions. I mean, these guys know. It's actually one of the first things I told the group is like, you know, me relying on their experience in the league, knowing what's coming, you know, knowing the physicality that we're going to face. And, you know, I think it's going to pay dividends with not just, you know, our young players, but just the coaching staff as well. You know, we are relying on them, and I think they know it, and they've stepped up to the plate from a leadership standpoint.
All right, coming up after this break, some of the best of Richie Saunders from this young season when BYU basketball with Kevin Young continues. Stick around.